All right, let's get started. Make sure this is on for our lunchtime practice. I wander around like a crazy person. So we'll do dancing warrior, like I said, and sun salutations B. We'll have fun. So we'll go through that dancing warrior slow, and then it'll pick up towards the end. But we'll start with our warm up first. We'll come up towards the tops of our mats, find our breath, some space between our feet, and start to move through our flowing mountain. Just inhaling, reaching up, exhaling, bringing our hands back down, pressing down into the soles of our feet, softening our knees, and taking this time to connect with our breathing. The whole inhale to come up, a little pause, and then we come back down. Softening our jaws and letting go of our morning, making space and room to bring some joy into our life today. One more flowing mountain, and we'll turn this into a flowing airplane. So we come about halfway down, hinge at the hips, inhale, come all the way up. Exhaling, halfway down, inhaling, coming up. All on your own. Start to see and notice how our hamstrings are feeling. We're hinging at our hips, keeping our spine long and diving forward. We can turn this into a full flowing forward fold if that feels okay. So we start to flow through this fold, pressing into our feet, remaining present in our bodies. If it feels okay for your back, add that really nice big extension at the top, maybe a tiny bend if it feels okay. Let's do one more flowing forward fold. We'll be holding that one all the way down. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Let's flow through our halfway lift and then the inhale to fold, exhale. A few more, rolling those shoulders away from our ears, using our back and our core to draw us up and fold. One more time. Let's step back or jump back to plank. Depends on how you're feeling. Going forward, taking more of the weight into our hands, we'll shift our weight forward and shift our weight back. Moving forward and back. Amazing. All right. Let's take it to downward dog, or you can move into child's pose, whichever one feels best for you. Anchoring into our feet and our hands equally. And we'll flow downward facing dog to plank pose. Exhaling back, reaching with the hips. All on our own. And we'll start to flow now, bending our elbows and bringing one knee to touch our elbow, maybe even rest it there. Other side. Flowing side to side. Warming up. Last one. Coming down to all fours. Inhale, we'll draw our hands under our shoulders. We're taking care of our wrists. We'll use our fists for wrists. And start to exhale into our cat. Inhaling into cow. Exhaling cat. Check in with how you're feeling. How is your back doing? How are your ribs doing? A gentle noticing of our body without judgment. Just notice. One more cat, one more cow. Let's stretch our shoulders, threading our right hand through into a little puppy pose with a shoulder stretch. If you want to add a little more with no weight on our head, we bring the opposite hand back. Anchor to the breath. Feel the mat under your face, under your arm, your knees, your feet. All right, left hand pushes down. Let's thread it all the way over to the other side. Keeping our hips high if possible. And tucking that arm back behind us if that feels a little bit better. Our theme this week has been joy. So we will have some wonderful quotes about joy today. Let's bring our right hand back in front of our face, push ourselves back up and right into our spinal balance. Inhale forward, exhale down, flowing side to side, lengthening the spine, keeping our neck long. Continuing to breathe, making that the focus of our practice. Last one, downward facing dog, or we'll move up into our child's pose, or you know what I mean, down into your child's pose, up into your downward facing dog. And we can hold and rest here, or let's move through a half series. Inhale forward, halfway or all the way down into our up dog, or maybe cobra with me. You can go to down dog or your belly first and then downward facing dog. And we'll do it again or rest. Inhale forward, halfway or all the way down, dog or cobra, belly. We'll press up and back. So you can choose to flow 2 more times all on your own. So the modified version, child's pose, belly, gentle cobra, push up and back. 1 more time, or take a rest in downward facing dog or child's pose today. We'll all meet in child's pose to stretch our wrists, tucking our thumbs into our hands. Let's do some wrist rotations while we stretch across our backs. All right, hands come in front of us. Inhale all fours. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step or jumping up to halfway lift. Exhale, folding. Inhale, sweeping up to the sky. Exhale to chair. All the way back up, inhale. Exhale to our mountain pose. All right, let's move on to our sun salutation. Put on some different tunes. So I just want to make sure that home or in the studio, if you don't feel like doing chaturanga and up dog, you just hold the plank instead of those 2 things. All right, come up to the tops of our mats. Love this song. Big breath, inhale. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. All the way to chaturanga or a plank. Exhale. Up dog or cobra. Downward facing dog or child's pose. Left foot between the hands, inhale, lunge or kneeling lunge. Back to chaturanga or plank. Up dog or cobra. Downward dog. Right foot between the hands, lunge, inhale. Exhale, chaturanga or plank, you can hold. Up dog or hold your plank. Downward facing dog. Hop, step, or jump up between the hands, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Sweep to sky. Exhale to chair. Back up, breathe in. Exhale to our mountain. Let's do it again. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, dive. Halfway lift. All the way to chaturanga or plank. Up dog, cobra. Downward dog. Right foot between the hands, 1 lunge on a breath in. Plank or chaturanga on your breath out. Up dog or cobra. Downward dog. Left foot lunge, inhale. Exhale, chaturanga or plank. Up dog or hold your plank. Downward facing dog. Hop, step, or jump between the hands. Halfway lift. Fold again. Sweep in. Oh, I'm so sorry, Shalene. Yeah, sweep up. I keep forgetting to put that chair in right there. And then I forget about a half a second later. Let's meet in mountain and we'll do it again. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, dive into our fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Fold, breathe out. Step all the way back, chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. Downward dog. Left foot lunges as we breathe in. Breathe out, chaturanga or our plank. Up dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. Right foot lunges. Find our lunge. Chaturanga or hold your plank. Up dog or hold your plank. Downward dog. Hop, step, or jump up between the hands. Inhale. Exhale, chair. There we go. Inhale to mountain. Exhale, hold. I think I still messed a step in there though. Big breath up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, stepping all the way back to chaturanga or your plank. Up dog, down dog. Breathe out. Right foot between the hands, lunging. Listen to your body, treating it. Oh yeah, chaturanga, you know what you're doing. Down dog. Left foot lunge. Chaturanga or plank and hold. Up dog or hold your plank. Downward dog. Hop, step, or jump to an inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, come up to mountain. We did it. Big breath up. Oh, we did it. We did it. And we did the last one correctly. No steps, no extra breaths. Denise, there's 3 exhales there. How does that work? All right, let's go through our dancing warrior. So we'll hold all the poses slow and then we'll flow. Bringing our right foot up towards the tops of our mat and stepping the left foot back. All right, so let's start with our warrior 1. So shifting our hips towards the front edge of our mat, bending our right knee and rising up. Breathe. Taking care of our back knee. So if we don't want to tweak it or anything like that, we draw it foot in and point it more towards the short edge. Sinking into our legs. Exhaling into our warrior 2. Now we open up, actively reaching through our fingertips. Soften through the shoulders. We could be gazing down our front hand, our right hand. Feel the strength. Draw on the strength of the earth right through the soles of our feet. Let's turn our right hand up, reach up into our reverse warrior. Actively reach whilst we sink if it feels okay. Breathe. We can be looking up if we're feeling open, if we need a little more grounding, maybe looking back at the earth. Checking in with our core, our center. Into side angle, we can hold on the elbow or bring the hand to a block or the ground, reaching our left arm long, creating a line between our fingertips and our back heel, or keeping our arm up or tucking it back behind us. Back to warrior 2. Let the core lift you up. We settle back in. And the best part of dancing warrior 1, exhale to chaturanga. This is where your block can help anybody just starting out a chaturanga. You put it under your chest and it helps hold you there. Up dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. This time bringing the left foot up between your hands. Dropping our back heel down, we rise up to our warrior 1, sinking into our legs. Inhale. Sink into the legs. Check in with how we're feeling. Yes, warrior one. I went sweep, and we normally sweep to warrior two. Sinking down, we want to make sure that knee is safe. The core is on. And now we'll move into warrior two. So our left arm forward, that right arm reaches back, and we extend through our fingertips. We notice our pelvis strong, stable, steady. Our spine extending out. Letting go of our day. Staying present in the moment. Turning our left palm up, let's reach up into reverse warrior. Actively reaching and gazing up towards the sun, the moon, the stars, or back down towards Mother Earth. Breathe. Feel the strength of your legs. Our supple, strong, steady legs. Moving into side angle, our left elbow either stopping on our left knee, right hand going up or long onto a block or the ground. Breathe, feel, make sure to check in with joy. If we begin to lose the feeling of joy in our practice, then we need to lessen the pose or pull back a little bit. All the way up to our warrior two again. And one, exhale right down to chaturanga, lift that back heel, yep. Exhale, up dog, breathe in. Back to downward facing dog, take your time. We're in downward dog for about 10 breaths. Breathe. Let's place our right hand on our lower back behind us. Breathe. We'll bring the right hand back down. Left hand goes to our back, or we're holding in a downward facing dog pose, all fours, or even child's pose if that speaks to you in the moment. We'll bring both of our hands down now. Lift our right foot up into three-legged dog. And inhale into a three-legged plank. So we shift forward till we're looking in front of our hands. Breathe, hold, feel the strength of your left quadricep. Breathe, push it back up to down dog, three-legged. And we'll bend our right knee now. Open up into tail of the dog. So we're looking up underneath our right armpit or elbow. And our right foot is kind of hanging over towards the left side of our mat. If you would like to do flip dog, you can. So that right foot goes down onto the mat. We reach up with our right hand. We flip our dog over, or we hold in three-legged dog or tail of the dog. Flipping it all the way back. Let's lift the left foot up into three-legged dog. Breathe, you're there for a couple breaths. Shifting into a three-legged plank. Breathe, feel, draw the energy up from the earth instead of thinking of all of the weight going down. Back up to three-legged dog, and then tail of the dog. We'll bend our left knee. You can even wag your tail a bit or start to open up to your hip flexor on your left side. If it feels okay for you, flipping your dog over, reaching that right arm or left arm up, or you could reach it long if you wanted to, towards the front of the room. Shaking arms, a good thing. Back to downward dog. We'll give them a break. Hop, step, or jump, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. And we'll be drawing our hands underneath our feet to stretch our wrists in gorilla. So let the head be heavy and stretching our wrists here as we gently pull away whilst our feet are holding our hands in place. Amazing. Let's bend our knees, take our hands out, reach our arms forward into bear pose. Strong bear. Hands to heart, we'll lift our chest as we come up into chair. All the way up, inhale. Exhale, bring our hands to heart. Awesome job. All right, we will be doing one balance pose, and then we'll get down onto our mat so that we have time to relax a little. Let's do pigeon pose. So flexing our right foot, bringing it up above our left knee, and then sitting back into our pigeon. Breathe. Our chest is lifted. We're bending our left knee to increase the intensity, but only going so far as to not cause harm to our bodies. Right? One of the 10 commandments of yoga is ahimsa, which means nonviolence. And you can think of that in many ways. And one of them is to not hurt your body with exercise that hurts your body. All right, let's release. Do the other side, big breath. Draw our hands to our heart. Flex that left foot, bring it up and shift it back. You could also think of ahimsa, non-harming with your words towards others, your thoughts towards yourself, so many things. Being a vegetarian, non-harming animals. I'm a bad yogi at that. I try. All right, all the way up, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold again. We'll be stepping back to plank pose. Breathe. Looking up at our hands. Let's take our hands out just a little bit wider. When we bring our right knee to our right elbow, our elbow is going to go slightly out to the side. As we bend, trying to create that little shelf. And then we'll come back up and push it back. So it's like a little push up with, you can bring your toe down and go to the other side. Keep trying. Like a push up with the knee resting on your elbow. Let's do one more on each side. Amazing. All right, take it right down to our bellies. Let's bring our hands back behind us to stretch our wrists in locust pose, reaching back, lifting up, or keeping your kneecaps on the ground or off the ground. Whew. Stretching our back, stretching our abs, stretching our chest, strengthening our back, our glutes. All right, let's bring our body down onto the ground, our right arm out, and we'll press our left hand in so that that right shoulder is going right down onto the mat for a stretch. This is where you could stack your feet or your hips, could reach your other arm back or keep that other arm in front of you. Another way to practice this pose would be up against the wall. Imagine the floor as the wall. All right, left hand goes down. Let's do the other side. So we extend it, roll over onto the other hip. Might notice a difference in either side. You can maybe reach back with your other hand. A few more breaths there. All right, let's roll it right back to our bellies. Place our hands under our shoulders and lift up and back to child's pose. Take a nice big stretch for your lower back there. We can bring our hands behind our head, massage our necks. Great job. Looking up between our hands, let's shift forward and either into an easy seat for a few quotes on our joy, or roll it right back to get a couple minutes of meditation and relaxation into our Shavasana. We'll massage our lower back down. If there's another pose that maybe feels good to you in the moment, legs up a wall, happy baby, bridge, wherever you are, settle in, and I will read to you a few things on joy. Softening our jaws, releasing the weight of our body securely down into the earth, and feeling the earth and her support come up from beneath you to support you today. Feel the air on your skin. Joy simply doesn't just happen to us. We need to consciously choose it and continue to choose it every single day. And that's a quote by Henry Newman. I will read today from Embers, Ojibwe Meditations. Acknowledge that we are on Anishinaabeg territory, the traditional lands. All we have are moments. So live them as though not one can be wasted. Inhabit them. Fill them with the light of your best good intention. Honor those moments with your full presence. Find the joy, the calm, the assuredness that allows the hours and the days to take care of themselves. If we can do that, we have lived. We've got our legs up today. Let's bend our knees for 3 or 4 breaths. Noticing that different sensation, we can roll off our bolsters or go onto one side, whatever works in a nice way, a non-harming way to make your way up to a seated position. Give our neck a little stretch. Just take our right ear towards our right shoulder, maybe reach our left palm towards the mat, pressing away. Bringing that chin up over to the other side, pressing away here. We'll bring our head up, bow our chin towards our chest, stretching our necks. Lifting our heads up, let's take a big breath in, full of joy. Send that joy out to the world. Exhale, hands to heart. And a little bow forward if that feels nice for your back. Thank you for coming. Namaste. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. I forgot what day it was. Bye-bye, Zoomers or non-Zoomers. See you on YouTube.